It's what was poignant for me when I went to counseling as well is that how many things impacted me from my childhood that were unresolved, that were really the perspective through which I lived.
Absolutely.
Now that was deep for me.
Absolutely.
You know, tell me about what it did for you.
You know, I did have some struggles with my childhood, but one of the other things that I realized when I was going to counseling is I had, you know, that abandoned, you know, syndrome.
Yes.
You know.
And it's a real thing.
It's real.
Yeah.
It's real. You know, my father wasn't in my life.
Wow.
I have 3 brothers, but they wasn't my daddy.
That's right.
So there was a different perspective. There was a different dynamic there, right? And so I had to understand that it may have been meant for my dad not to be in my life. Because I truly believe that there obviously was a gap there, but there was also purpose even in that gap.
Oh, yes.
Because I was able to get mentors that fathered me.
That's awesome.
That had so much impact on how I live, and also showed me true examples of how a man and a woman should treat each other.
That's beautiful.
And how a marriage is supposed to work. And so with that experience, I brought that into my current relationship.
That's
and so there's never a moment in my household where we disrespect each other.
That's good.
Never.
That's good, because first you respect yourself.
You respect yourself.
And you can even delve more into that piece, because everything has to align. Even though you're coming together as one, you guys have had to do your individual work to get to that point. So you have to have a whole person plus a whole person coming together, not a half person and a 1/4 of a piece of something that resembles a human being, but it's not really the whole person. And then those two come together.
Absolutely.
So that's really big that you actually had those examples in your life, even though the one from which you were birthed was not in your life. You still had those kind of examples, so you were able to pick a wonderful man.
Absolutely.
Right now, yes.
Absolutely.
Okay.
You know, and I actually had to forgive my dad, and we have a good relationship now.
Okay.
But I went through the forgiveness yet again. So in every aspect, forgiveness is very important.
That's awesome.